Hey guys, here I am again, Barry with Barry's 8-Track and Classic Car Radio Repair, and this is kind of a surprise, unexpected video. This is a unit that I did a conversion on 6 years ago, back in January of 2017, for a customer named Greg, whose last name ended with P. And the car was sold to another Greg, whose last name ends with P, which is pretty interesting. And the new Greg lives actually in my state. He lives in Mesa, Arizona, which is just maybe an hour or so away from me. So anyway, this unit was returned because the protection diode shorted, thereby blowing the fuse. There's a protection diode on the FM on the conversion board that if there's anything funky going on with the car's electrical system, maybe the alternator's putting out spikes or the voltage regulator's not clamping down the way it should, that can blow that can short the protection diode, which blows the fuse, and that protects the board. And so all I had to do was replace the protection diode. There's no damage to the board or to the unit. That's what the diode's there for, to protect it. So this is a 6-year-old conversion that I did, and it's 5 years out of warranty, so naturally I need to charge a little bit for this. And there's a couple other little bitty minor things. The diode lamp had blown out, so I replaced that. The pointer had become a little crooked, so I got in there and straightened that out. And so now we're gonna retest it. It's not gonna be a real comprehensive test, because what happened with this unit basically amounts to turning it off and then turning it back on. So there's no need to run all the way across the FM dial, stuff like that. We'll just make sure that all the functions work. And one thing I'll mention here is this is a 6-year-old version of the conversion board, so it does not have the voice prompts when you go to adjust your virtual fader control and stuff like that, and you get that series of 4 beeps, which lets you know that it's activated and ready to use. So we'll be demonstrating all that. Let's go ahead and turn it on. I've got it set to AM at the moment, to the one strong station I get, and I like to do the balance and fader functions during talk radio, because that can take a little while, and we don't want music playing and causing copyright issues. So let's go ahead and turn it on to AM. Okay, looks like we drifted a bit.
We are free to choose. I have put before you today.
Okay, so there's our AM. Let's do this.
One of the great
okay, test our balance control.
Read it in my
all the way right,
on Deuteronomy,
all the way left,
the Rational Bible.
Right, left.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna center them.
Let's see here. And
okay, now I'm going to activate the virtual front rear fader. I'm going to start with the tone control in the center position.
My daughter had a great counselor, but she moved out of town.
Okay, there's our. Let's know that we're ready to adjust the fader. So all the way front,
and exercise,
all the way rear.
So the doctor gave
front,
her drugs, and then she
rear.
claimed she had all this anxiety.
Let it time out.
Gave her more.
Okay, we are timed out. Okay, let's move over to FM, which we do by turning the unit off and then right back on within about half a second. So here we go. Off, on. Okay, now we're on FM, and we'll just tune a few stations in, just so you can see that it works.
Located next to Costco on Highway. Experts who can help you. For those back in the day.
Okay, so we know the FM works. Okay, let's go ahead and pop an 8-track in here, make sure that still works. Okay, blank spot there. Okay, pull the tape out, radio comes back. So there we are. Now in this unit, this one has a head that's in very good shape, so it's really bright sounding, and it's got my special preamp in place of the original factory preamp, which makes it sound even brighter. I designed this preamp to compensate for head wear and to give a treble boost. On this radio, it's pretty trebly with a tone control all the way up, so you may want to back the control down to maybe half, and then it'll sound more like an 8-track tape. But you know, the extra brightness is there if you need it. So let's just make sure the dial light works. You probably can't see it, but I can. and I just replaced it, so I know it's good. So yeah, you can see that light peeking through that opening right there as I press and release the button. So she's ready to go back to the customer. I'm going to send the customer this video so he knows his machine's repaired, and of course, I request payment for a 1 hour of shop time and $30 return shipping. So on that happy note, I'm Barry with Barry's 8-Track and Classic Car Radio Repair, and you've just seen this is not an opportunity to show how I honor my warranty, because the unit's 5 years out of warranty, but at least I do the service after the sale thing. Customer sent it back. This kind of thing, you process, you got to process the package just to replace a little 50-cent part, and so it's something that it just happens once in a great while, and of course it's not my fault that this happened. It's something with the car's electrical system that caused this to happen. It's happened a few times in the past, so it's nice to know that my work has held up for the last 6 years, especially with the 8-track section, which that's the real challenge, is making that reliable and consistent. So I'm happy to see that my work has held up this way. So thanks so much for watching and listening, and thank you, Greg, for your business all the way from about an hour away in Mesa, Arizona, and we'll see you guys next time.